With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now an open man. That's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Oh, pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line. 4 yards.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Bucks now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
Well, we've had that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe the other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield's pass.
Chris Godwin, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kicker on.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
To number 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Another carry.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Number 41.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A loss of 5 yards.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
3rd and
Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Mayfield's pass.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
To number 39.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
On the jump ball. It's 3rd down. And 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked off at the 35. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Good.
Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Tua.
6-yard line.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Vita Vea in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Open man here, Sims complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
So that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Dolphins 24. Buccaneers 7.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running on the field.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
1st down.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Mayfield's pass complete.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
7 yards to go.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. This will be caught inside the 10.
Mayfield's pass.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And they must have seen something leading up to this one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
For a Miami Dolphin.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Tua. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 14. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Tua to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Baker Mayfield.
The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Mayfield to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down, Buccaneers.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. First down, Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
To throw, Mayfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. He's enjoying a... First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9 at the 26.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
For the point after.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa and the offense heading back out. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick, but the 3 touchdowns so far. From midfield, here's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
39-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player. And he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things. And he incorporated that into his route running.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
83. A gain of 14. And the Buccaneers.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Mayfield. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The Bucks try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 39.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
28.
On 2nd down, Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Carried by number 39. The tackle by Derwin James. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys.
Headset on the sidelines, the head coach. That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
A gain of 20. First down, Buccaneers.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Mayfield's
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he...
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield
from 6 yards away. And the Bucks are able to cut in now to that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Miami set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Tua. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like...
It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Pass. Incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A second down throw for Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's third down.
Mayfield with it once more.
Yards to go.
That is caught at the 7. And the Bucks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Back to throw. Out to his left. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
And the Bucks with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
47.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working